Semasiology is the branch of linguistics which studies the meaning of words called semantics. The meaning of a word can change in the course of the historical development of language. Changes of lexical meanings can be proved by comparing contexts of different times. Transfer of the meaning is called a lexicosemantic word building. In such cases, the outer aspect of a word does not change. The causes of semantic changes can be extralinguistic and linguistic. By extralinguistic causes, we mean various changes in the life of the speech community, changes in economic and social structure, scientific concepts, and other spheres of human activities as reflected in word meaning. For example, the change of the lexical meaning of the noun pen was due to extralinguistic causes. Primarily, pen comes back to the Latin word penna, which means a feather of a bird. As people wrote with goose pens, the name was transferred to steel pens, which were later on used for writing. Still later, any instrument for writing was called a pen. On the other hand, causes can be linguistic. It means factors acting within the language system. The main form of linguistic cause is discrimination, differentiation of synonyms, which can be illustrated by the semantic development of a number of words. Every word has two aspects: the outer aspect, its sound form, and the inner form, its meaning, presents a structure which is called the semantic structure of the word. It is known that most words convey several concepts and possess the corresponding number of meanings. One and the same word in different syntactical relations can develop different meanings. For example, the verb treat in sentences. He treated my words as a joke. The book treats of poetry. They treated me to sweets. He treats his son cruelly. In all these sentences, the verb treat has different meanings, and we can speak about the polysemy. A word having several meanings is called polysemantic, and the words having one meaning are called monosemantic. These words are few in number. These are scientific terms. The bulk of English words are polysemantic. The ability to have more than one meaning is described by the term polysemy. Polysemy is a phenomenon which has an exceptional importance for the description of a language system and for the solution of practical tasks connected and adequate understanding of the meaning of a word and its use. Different meanings of a polysemantic word may come together due to the proximity of notions which they express. For example, the word blanket has three meanings: a woolen covering used on beds, a covering for keeping a horse, a covering of any kind, a blanket of snow, covering all or most cases used attributively. For example, we can say a blanket insurance policy. The semantic structure of a polysemantic word can be distinguished between two levels of analysis. On the first level, the semantic structure is presented by different meaning, as the main or primary meaning stands in the center and the secondary meanings proceed out of it like rays. Each secondary meaning can be traced to the primary meaning. For example, in the word face, the primary meaning denotes the front part of the human head. Connected with the front position, the meanings were formed: the front part of a watch, the front part of a building, the front part of a playing card. Connected with front face itself, the meanings expression of the face, outward appearance are formed. The second level of analysis is determined as the semantic components within the separate meaning, where some semantic structures are arranged on different principles. And the following list of meanings of the adjective dull, one can hardly find a generalized meaning covering and holding together the rest of the semantic structure. For example, dull is an adjective. A dull book, a dull film means uninteresting, boring. A dull pupil, a stupid pupil. A dull weather, a dull day, a dull color, not clear or bright. A dull sound, not loud or distinct, a dull knife, not sharp, dull eyes, seeing badly, dull ears, hearing badly. As you see from this structure, the adjective dull with the different nouns forming new word groups like a chain, which are distinguished into separate meanings. In most cases, in the semantic development of a word, both ways of semantic development are combined. The semantic structure of compounds can be divided into two groups, non-idiomatic compounds and idiomatic compounds. The first group of compounds represent meanings which can be described as the sum of their constituent meanings. It means that these compounds having changes in their meanings, it is easily to guess. For example, classroom, bedroom, raincoat, changing room, etc. The compounds which meanings do not correspond to the separate meanings of their constituent parts are called idiomatic compounds. Idiomatic compounds can be divided into two types: partial, not complete, changed meaning, total or complete changed meaning. In the first type of compounds, one of the components has changed its meaning. In this type of compound words, we see the process of change of meaning. The second type of compounds, it is a process of complete change of meaning, or the key semantic aspect has been lost. For example, a ladybird, tall boy, blue stocking, etc. A ladybird is not a bird but insect. Tall boy is not a boy but a piece of furniture. Blue stocking is a person who dedicates his life to science, etc. So we have regarded three groups of compounds based on different semantic meanings.